Standard 10, Subject Science and Technology, Part 2. Lesson number 1, Heredity and Evolution. Introduction to scientist Charles Robert Darwin. This English biologist proposed the theory of evolution. According to him, all the species of the living organisms have been gradually evolved over the period of the thousands of years from the common ancestor. Darwin proposed the theory of origin of species by natural selection, which is based on the several facts and observations. It is popularly known as Darwinism. Of the various theories, Darwinism is the most widely accepted theory because it provides an explanation. Let us see the Darwin's theory of natural selection. Charles Darwin had collected various specimens of plants and animals, and he observed them, and on the basis of their own observation he published the theory of natural selection, which gives us the survival of fittest. While explaining the concept, Darwin says that all the organisms reproduce prolifically. All the organisms compete with each other in a life-threatening manner. Competition, only those organisms sustain which show the modification essential for winning the competition. Besides this, natural selection also plays important role because nature selects only those organisms which are fit to live and the rest of them perish. Sustaining and selected organisms can perform reproduction and thereby give rise to the new species with their own specific characters. Darwin's theory of natural selection was widely accepted for long time. Now let us see objections to Darwin's theory of natural selection. Darwin's theory explains the survival of the fittest, but not the arrival of the fittest. He was not clearly aware of the hereditary principles. The main drawback of Darwinism is that this theory has no satisfactory explanation for the cause, origin, and inheritance of the variations. Darwin's theory does not give any idea about inheritance of useless variations like the vestigial organs. Some of the main objections are: natural selection is not the only factor responsible for evolution, and Darwin did not mention any explanation about useful and useless modifications, and there is no explanation about slow changes and abrupt changes. Irrespective of all these objections, Darwin's work on evolution has been a milestone. Introduction to scientist J.B. Lamarck. Lamarck proposed that the activities of the organism are responsible for their evolution. This French naturalist proposed that each animal or plant undergoes some changes in its lifespan, and those changes are transferred to the next generation, and such changes occur in the next subsequent generation too. See the Lamarckism. J.B. Lamarck proposed that morphological changes occurring in the living organism which are responsible for the evolution, and the reason behind these morphological changes is activities or laziness of that organism. He called this concept as a principle of use or disuse of organs. According to the Lamarck, the neck of the giraffe has become too long due to browsing on leaves of tall plants by extending their neck for several generations. Similarly, shoulders of the ironsmith have become very strong due to frequent hammering movements, and wings of birds like ostrich and emu have become weak due to no use. Legs of the birds like swan and duck have become useful for swimming due to the living in the water, and snakes have lost their legs by modification in their body for burrowing habit. All these examples are types of the acquired characters and are transferred from one generation to the another generation. This is called as theory of inheritance of acquired characters, which is called as the Lamarckism. Development of organs due to specific activities or their degeneration due to no use at all was widely accepted, but transfer of those characters from generation to generation was rejected. The living organism can transfer the characters which it has acquired to the next generation. This is called ancestry of acquired characters. Thank you.